in a world exactly like our own.
Because it is.
Smallsy and Henry are doing their homework.
I hear voices.
We don't exist.
Oh, totally we don't exist.
You don't exist?
No, that's the voices.
Why are you talking not doing your homework? I'm confiscating this. Why are you talking about doing your homework?
What if I'm already done with my homework? Mr. Pooper!
I don't. First of all, it's copper. Second of all, you don't have anything done.
D-O-N. Done.
Okay. Smallsy. I'm gonna need to teach you something. Just a little something about the brain. Let's go. Come on. Up. Let's go. Good enough. Okay, Smallsy. Let me show you this video. I personally really like it. It explains really well.
Brains. How they work and more. Brain rules. Moving boosts thinking power. It shows that school might not be the best learning environment. Every brain is different, so you might not get stuff as quick as other kids. Repetition is key, repetition is key, repetition is key. It helps you remember stuff and save it for later. 4. Stimulate your senses. It can help you remember things. Mint boosts remembering more, and having the same flavor of mint can help boost it even more. This is not a complete list, far from it. There are way more rules, some that people don't even really know, but these are some of the most important, and the ones that helped me in school, at least when I went to school. I mean, this is being said by a college dropout. But anyway, these are bound to help you in your future, I think. Myers-Briggs Personality Test. Myers-Briggs thought that a person's personality could be decided by 4 traits. Introverted or extroverted. Introverts like to be alone. That doesn't mean they are lonely, though. Extroverts like to go out with other people and do stuff. Sensing or intuition. Sensing means that a person uses what he sees around to decide. Intuition means a person uses what he thinks is best, regardless of the situation. Thinking or feeling. Thinking means a person uses what they already know to make a decision. Feeling means they use what they feel right to make a decision. Judging or perceiving. Judging means they use what they know to do something. Perceiving means that they adapt or change. Remember, people have a mix of each letter, meaning that they will do one thing more, but they still do both. Like me, I have low percentages in INFP, so that means that even though I'd prefer to be at home, I mean, when I go out, I'll just, be partying, and I probably wouldn't do public speaking all that time, because I really don't like people, but, staying at home and talking to myself without anybody else, that sure is easy. Totally not, because I don't have any friends, so no one will talk to me. Totally not that at all. Okay, so there was this guy, Gardner, and he was a pretty cool dude. Pretty cool. Studied the brain. Gardner thought that there must not be just one form of intelligence. He came up with 7 categories that you can have a mix of, or he thought that you can have a mix of. Linguistic. A linguistic person would, like writing a language, understands the connections between words and meaning. Probably will become like a book geek or something like that, am I right? Logical mathematical. Sees patterns, has logical thinking. They see the cause and effects of different outcomes. Probably understands math really well. I wish I was like that. Musical. Likes to have music in the background, sees relationships between different notes, rhythms, and feelings and tones of musical pieces. Like what will get you hyped for the Super Bowl! Bodily kinesthetic. Likes to touch things to learn and having active activities. Probably a big sports person. Has a killer bod. I wish I had a killer bod. Spatial visual. Understands the relation in physical objects in 2D and 3D space. Kind of like a Rubik's Cube and how to move like different pieces around. You know? Interpersonal. Likes to talk to people and understands other people. More likely to be extroverted. Kind of like very outgoing. I just told you what extroverted meant. So you can thank me for that. Intrapersonal. Knows more about themselves and their needs. More likely to be introverted. I taught you what that means too. But intra and intra are very similar. So you're probably going to get confused. Haha. Now kids, remember, Gardner also stated in his paper that a person can be a mix of each and might not have just one style. And later he added it to make it 9. And then later he was like, you know what? Screw it. There's like 7 billion. There's 7 billion different types of intelligence. There's probably even more. There's probably even more. That's an exact quote. Actually, no, it's not. I lied. Haha.
Using all this information, you can maximize your productivity and realize that schools aren't always the best learning place. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks to our special
Okay,
guest,
we don't need that.
the Sophia Dunbar.
All right, Smallsy, what did we learn today?
That schools are a horrible place.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but it gives me a job to do. So get back to work.
Yay!